Good luck, Trevor. You're gonna need it.
Rafia, don't be ridiculous.
I'm as far from ridiculous as I can get, and that's where the problem comes up.
Last Saturday of the month, the two of you at the Silver Sneaker Senior Citizen Center. It's time for you two to dance with the devil. You're gonna have to face me, Pounder.
No, Trevor, it's me. And I'm texting everyone in the room a photo of me and Pounder right now to prove it.
Well, that's all I wanted to say. Sorry, but I gotta hop off and pound Trevor's girlfriend.
Graham said she had some advice on how I could be really ready for the debate. It's probably insurance stool softener, but hey, I'm open to suggestions.
You need to change.
What'd you have in mind?
Little calisthenics, a little yoga. Get your mind straight. Go upstairs and put on those clothes I laid out. I've been doing this stuff for years. Old Mr. Kennedy wouldn't be where he is if it wasn't for this kind of preparation. Perfect. Now get on your mat.
Graham, I don't know.
I said get on your mat. You need to focus here. Debates are not the time to screw around. Deep breath. In. Bend.
Graham, I really just wanted to talk about the debate.
And I want you to shut up and focus. And up.
Do you have any words of wisdom for me?
Warrior pose.
What?
You'll be doing the warrior pose next. It should all come to you.
Yeah, I see it.
I knew you would.
Graham,
Other side.
Graham, I don't know if you were listening to Shock Jock talk the other day, but Megan
Is the kind of girl who entertains at stockbroker bachelor parties at the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas.
I don't know, that seems oddly specific.
She's not good enough for you. Forget about her. Give me some push-ups. Now. Eye of the tiger, Putzie. You're my little Kennedy, and I'm not gonna let anything stand in your way.
I cannot believe they're not here yet. Where are they? You just can't count on anybody these days. I'd call him, but Creepy Steve changes his phone number more often than I change my underwear. That might not be true. I change my underwear at least 3 times a day. Hello, sir. I'm Trevor Coxton.
Yeah, I know.
Creepy Steve?
Dig the new threads, Trev?
Huh. What, were they all out of Dragon t-shirts?
New day, new attitude.
I don't know what that means. But we both got our new looks, huh? You in that, me in my new suit.
All suits look the same to me, Trev. Besides, this is the latest style in Anyanka's home country.
Oh. Speaking of, where is Anyanka?
She's spending time with Yuri Jr. He's sick.
Oh, you brought Yuri Jr. here on your scooter?
No, he's in your car.
I gotta stop riding with Bruce.
Speaking of which, do you think Bruce knows how to get vomit out of a car?
This is shaping up to be quite an evening.
Do you know how hard it is to get animal vomit out of a car? Neither do I, but I imagine it's very difficult.
Tonight's the debate? No, I'm not watching that fool on TV. I left for a reason, and I've been happy ever since. What time is it on? I just want to see if he's wearing my suit.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the debate tonight. This is sponsored by the Senior Citizens Silver Sneakers Athletic Center in conjunction with Tony Baffo's Pasta Sauce. That's a good pasta sauce. Well, if you'd like to see more comedy, you can join me down at Open Mic Night on Thursday.
Get on with it, Dick.
Okay then. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Trevor Coxton. And next, I'd like to introduce you to the Ayatollah of rock and roll, Mr. Pounder McGurk. Okay, and next we're going to introduce the incumbent, your state representative, Mr. Buddy Carlson. Buddy Carlson? Is Buddy here?
So Carlson was already running really late when he, well, you know, I got to admire the man's balls. And I'm a guy who knows a thing or two about balls.
We'll give Mr. Carlson a few more minutes to show up.
Mr. Carlson regrets that he couldn't make it today. He requests that all questions be directed to his stand-in.
Oh, that Buddy Carlson.
I really don't see a reason to bother debating my boy Trevor or trading karate poses with that schmuck Pounder. I asked an associate of mine to act as consigliere for me. I mean, we all know who's going to win this thing anyway.
So if Buddy disrespecting the entire forum by no showing wasn't enough, Pounder started off the evening by taking phone calls from his imaginary friends.
So the first topic of the evening is going to be
I'm sorry. I better take this. I know who it is. He picked the ringtone out himself. I better take it. It's Barack Obama calling. Yo, B-Rock, what up, dog? Yeah, all right. You need me to balance the national budget? Sure thing, yeah. All right, don't worry. I'll take care of the terrorists. The American people will be safe. Yeah, I'll see you next month at my birthday party. Yep, give Shelly a hug for me. Tell her to keep wearing those sleeveless dresses. Love those guns. All right, bye. Thanks for calling. Sorry about that. You can't blow off the President of the United States.
That was clearly not the President of the United States.
Are you calling me a liar?
Yes!
So if there are no further interruptions, what's your stance on abortion, Mr. Coxton?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because you see, the root of the word abortion is the word abort, which means to stop. And I want to abort or stop reckless spending in the Capitol. So if you mean abortion in that sense, then yes, I'm for it.
I say abortion should be expanded past birth. And Coxton, you're on my list, unless you can prove your worth. Now, in my campaign ads, I've broken tons of boards. Now it's your turn. Let's go.
Well, this is highly unorthodox, but I'll allow it.
I will not be distracted by this balderdash, okay? This is about the issues.
Your lack of manliness is an issue. Now do it!
Come on, Trevor.
All right, fine.
Vote Pounder, the manliness candidate! Woo! Yeah! Wah-ha! Woo! Ah! Woo-ha! Yeah!
Pounder really pounded that board. Hard. I mean, he smashed right through it. Trevor couldn't even penetrate it.
People don't want to hear us blab on about taxes or Soviet spies, or whatever the current issues are today. They want showmanship.
Okay, for our next topic, we're going to talk about the Second Amendment. The right to bear arms.
These are the only bare arms you need to worry about.
Irrelevant muscle display aside, gun control.
How's this for gun control? Can you feel it?
How does that relate to...
Can
you
feel it?
Okay, you done? Can we get back to discussing the issues for these real people?
I have a question for these real people. Have you ever been to a gun show?
Please don't answer him. He's just going to...
Gun show!
Well, for our next topic, we're going to talk about the Jersey Shore. I mean, come on, what's with all those tans, am I right, folks? Snooki is so orange and round, she looks like a jack-o'-lantern. Just no winning with you folks. All right, fine. Education, debate.
There's talk of cutting funding for art and music programs in the schools, and Trevor has got to make it clear that we don't support that. Those are always my favorite classes, and I don't want to see him go. Plus, I'm hoping he could work in a plug for my album.
No, I don't think that funding should be cut. Now, I myself am no artist, but there are a lot of talented people out there, and they make the world a better place. There's nothing like listening to a little blues traveler right before bed.
Wrong. The school should put that money towards weightlifting. Did you know 90% of children ages 6 through 10 have never done a single preacher curl? And that only 3% of those children have ever had a properly made protein shake?
I'm gonna look into those numbers.
I don't have anything against the arts. I appreciate well-crafted choreography. But you know what I appreciate more? Muscles. Besides, the artsy kids get picked on anyway. Haven't you ever seen Glee?
No.
What?
Everybody watches Glee. It is big sensation.
Wow, are you out of touch? How can you possibly relate to today's youth? Do you know what's going through teenagers' heads who have to make tough decisions these days? They're thinking, boy, I sure don't want to let my state rep down. But if you're some square who can't relate to him, you know what he's going to do? Drugs.
That's exactly how Uncle Bobby got started.
That seems very unlikely, and it has nothing to do with education.
Here's all I have to say about education. School is where kids learn. Kids need to learn to be tough. Weightlifting makes kids tough. Therefore, kids need to learn weightlifting.
That was surprisingly logical, but I still disagree. Art education is very important. Without it, we might not have had masterpieces like the Mona Lisa, the Statue of David, or the Abrahammer Cometh, the new EP from my good friend Saul Goldstein dropping this December.
Yeah!
We also wouldn't even have that Glee show y'all seem to love so much. I will not stand for that.
You get him, baby. He looked good.
We're just gonna take a brief intermission so I can get the hell out of here.
This is a nightmare. Every time I make a point, he counters with a crowd-winning aggression. I can't win. I literally need a miracle.
Those don't happen.
What's that?
A document.
A miracle.
Some information that'll help you beat Pounder.
Who are you?
A friend.
Gary?
What happened to you, man? I thought you were fervent.
I've been working on my online shoe shining business.
That is bullshit, Gary. All right, when I signed up for this campaign, you said you were going to help me every step of the way, and then you bailed on me. What kind of a person does that?
The kind of person that has extensive internet research to help you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gary, but for me, the grandest gesture is just keeping in touch. I would have been more moved by you picking up the phone.
F you, sir.
F you!
F you!
What an aggressive dick.
I know! Have Bruce read that for me and tell me what it says.
Wow, am I sore today. Megan gave me a real workout last night. She's a real hellcat in the sheets.
Can we just stick to the issues, please, Pounder?
What issues?
How about illegal immigration?
What of it? I mean, if they're illegal, then anyone hiring them is a criminal. I say lock them up and throw away the key.
But you know, that could cripple a few farms in the area who are hiring illegal immigrants and aren't aware of it.
Oh, boo-hoo. I mean, who cares?
Could also cripple at least one gym in the area. It was recently brought to my attention by some arrogant dickhead in the bathroom, Gary, that Pounder currently has 3 illegal immigrants working for him, which is surprising because it slightly contradicts the stance he had about 3 seconds ago.
Well, you see...
you're gonna have to learn to lie quicker than that if you want to be state rep.
No, the situation is this. I mean...
Hey, don't hurt yourself, all right? You just revealed to everyone here and at home what a hypocritical douchebag you are. What do y'all think of Pounder now?
That was awesome, bro. Buffet. You left that Peckerwood speechless up there.
I know, and do you know what the best part is? Everybody watching at home who got to see it.
Oh, no. Didn't anybody tell you? The TV station reporters bounced when the moderator did.
Yeah, they said you weren't good looking enough to be on TV. More like internet faces.
That's okay. That is okay, because I know that my man Creepy Steve was taping the whole thing. We're gonna make copies of that and send them to every local news station in town. Right, Creepy Steve?
Right.
Ha-ha!
Except this is the Super 8 camera, which doesn't have sound, so...
F*** me!